Let's learn how to make a do-it-yourself boondoggle keychain for Father's Day. He's going to love putting his keys on this and getting it as a gift. When I was growing up, we would go to a small pool in our neighborhood, and the craft leader would bring plastic lacing for us to make a boondoggle keychain. And I was smitten. I just loved to bring my quarter or 50 cents, buy a bit of lacing, and sit and do boondoggling. Boondoggle doesn't have many supplies. All we need is some plastic lacing and a key ring. I'm going to show you how to make the square key ring to begin with. There's lots of other patterns that can make this a much more advanced craft as well. So there's lots more to learn after this if you like it. There's many colors of plastic lacing that you can buy. I'm going to use a blue and a yellow so that you can easily see the two different colors as I am weaving with them. The first thing we're going to do is measure out our lacing. I'm going to cut two pieces that are 36 inches long. My ruler is 18 inches long, so that's going to be two lengths of this ruler. This should make a key ring that's between 3 and 4 inches long. Starting your keychain is going to be the most challenging part. So first take your two strings and you're going to give them kind of a tug on both ends to kind of get them stretched out a little bit. Then you're going to fold them in half. Find the halfway point on each plastic lacing. Okay, there's the halfway point, and I'm going to go ahead and put my key ring on to start with. You could add this afterwards if you want. You can see my little key ring here. I could add it to these little ends right here, but I'm going to do it to start with and have it already on my keychain and so forth. So the first thing we're going to do is cross these two lacings in a cross. This yellow lacing is underneath and it goes this direction, and the blue one's on top, and this is kind of in the way, so it's a little bit hard to see. But we're going to take the first lacing and cross it over so that it's side by side with the other one. Then we're going to take this bottom one, bring it up, and it's going to be side by side with the one on top. Then this one that we haven't crossed over yet is going to come and cross over those strings. And then lastly, this one that I have not crossed over yet is going to come back, and it's going to go over the yellow and under the second yellow. This is the only one that needs to weave, and you kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing here. I don't know if you can see that. So I went over the yellow and then under the second yellow, and when you pull these up, you need to be careful to keep them flat. You don't want them to be twisting. So once I have those four done, I'm going to kind of pull on the ends, all four ends. You can do two at a time if that's easier for you, but I find it tightens up best if I do all four at once like this between my thumb and my fingers. And I pull real tightly, and that lacing kind of locks into place. And can you see there that I have a little cross that's made? It's my first weaving pattern. So with our first square of weaving done, we're going to now start a pattern that will continue for the whole length of the key ring. We're going to take the two side strands and we're going to bring them over and over so that they loop like this, and then we're going to weave through them. Now, an important key to this is keeping these straight, not letting them twist. So kind of pull them through your fingers, make sure they're straight, and if they do get twisted, you can untwist them before you pull them tight, so no worries. Okay, so with each of these, let's do that again. Cross over the blue, cross over the blue, So they're going the opposite direction they were before. Now I'm going to kind of hold on to those with my fingers. This is where it takes a little bit of coordination. So maybe the older kids would like this craft better than younger. Now I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to go over the first blue, under the second blue. I'm going to pull it so that it is straight and flat. Then I'll take the other yellow, go over the blue, first blue, under the second blue. And there's my little square pattern. And then I pull it tight. And you will get the hang of this pretty quickly. This is a little challenging, and pulling it tight is a little bit challenging as you pull with all 4 strands at once, but then they kind of lock in and they stay. So repeat this pattern until you make a key ring that's the length that you want. I'm planning on making mine about 3 inches long. So each of the side ones go side over, so they kind of reverse places. Now I'm going to kind of hold them in our fingers, and then I'm going to take my yellow one from the top and I'm going to go over the first blue, under the second, and pull it towards me, keeping it flat. Then I take the bottom one that I haven't used yet, and I'm going to go over the blue, under the second blue, and pull it, and keeping it flat. Then I grab a hold of them and pull them again, and I make another little square of weaving. And as I pull these up, they kind of lock in place. The plastic lacings kind of stick to each other a little bit, so it stays nice and tight, and that's what we want. And you'll see another little block of weaving. And we repeat this pattern over and over again. So my key ring is about 3 inches long now, and that's about what I would like it to be. And you can see that I had about this much lacing left over. So I could go a little ways longer. No matter how long you want your key ring, you need to leave about 3 inches of lacing left to end it. So to end this, we do the same little knot that we've done before, except we're going to add a little twist to it. No pun intended. We're going to make our knot. I'm just going to loosen up this last knot. And you can see these 4 cross each other like this. We're going to take each one of these cords. We're going to go over the next cord and up through the very center of these, right here. So this cord is going to go around the yellow and up through the center. And then I'll do that with all 4 until all 4 are coming up through the center. So I'll take this yellow one, go around the next one over, which is yellow, and come up through the center. And this is a little bit awkward, I've got to tell you. It's a little bit challenging to do. Some people just tie the cords together in a kind of a knot. But, okay, so that one is done. It's in the center. Next I come to this one. I go around the next one, which is blue, and come up through the center. Next to the yellow one. It's a little confusing, but now I take this next yellow one. I'm going to go through the yellow one, up through the center where these are, and then I have my last one right here. It's going to go around the next blue one, and it's going to come up through the center. So it's very hard to tell because it looks like just a mass of knots. But all 4 of these are coming up through the center of that knot now. It's just the last square that I was doing, and each one is going through the center. Now I just take each one and keep tugging on it until I have gotten that knot nice and tight. And there you can see that knot is all tight on the top. Okay, so with this all finished, we're just going to clip the ends of the plastic lacing. And there we have it. Doesn't that look great? So making a do-it-yourself boondoggle keychain for Father's Day is going to be a hit with Dad. He'll put all his keys on there and he'll think of you every time he uses them. For more Father's Day and craft ideas, come on over to welcometonanas.com and join the fun.